SMS brings Orchestra concert. We're only half of the amazing sixth grade orchestra, and we're excited to share some music from around the world with you. Get ready to be put in a desert flow with the hand competition. Bye.
We are next going to come back to the United States with the American Fiddling Song. Fiddles on Fire is a lively and energetic tune that allowed us to work over sea naturals, and history books. You will hear each section cast the melody and have a moment in the spotlight. We hope you enjoy the next song, Fiddles on Fire.
a busy time, and so we appreciate you taking your time out of your schedule to enjoy all the hard work these musicians have put in and day out. This sixth grade group is outstanding, and I know every time you hear them, they're just getting better and better, and we are so absolutely proud of them. They're doing a phenomenal job this year, and it's just so great to see their skills grow all the time. My name is Mrs. Rogers. I teach 5th and 6th grade, and this concert is bittersweet because all these kids have been here for 2 years, and it's been a blast. So proud of them, and I'm just excited for them to go on to 7th grade. So without further ado, I'm going to pass the microphone off to another student to introduce our last song to you tonight.
Hi, my name is Mila, and I play the viola in the 6th grade orchestra. We will now take you to the Scandinavian countries of modern-day Norway, Sweden, and Denmark. Between the late 8th and 11th centuries, known as the Viking Age, these seafaring Norse people expanded across Europe and beyond as explorers, traders, and raiders. Imagine you're standing on the prow of a long ship, the salty seas spraying and hitting your face. And you've got a massive string section providing the soundtrack to your conquest. Grab your shield and sturdy oar, because soon He Who Bolts Viking isn't just a song, it's a 3-minute cinematic conquest for your ears.
let's have 6th grade cellos and basses. Put your end pins in. You're going to be going off the stage this direction, and violas will follow them in a minute. While they're moving in your programs and out in the lobby, there's information about Summer Orchestra. This year, we will be combining 6th and 7th grade students. So 7th graders, hope to see you there. It'll be taught by me and Mr. Hyder. We have a blast. It's here in the middle school. The schedules are out in the lobby, and it's a lot of fun. So we hope that the kids can come to Summer Orchestra.
Hi, my name is Sarah, and I play the violin. Welcome to the SMS Spring Orchestra Concert. We are only half of the amazing 7th grade orchestra here at SMS. We are so excited to play, to share some music with you tonight. Our first piece this evening is Going to Boston, arranged by Terry Lee Russell. This piece is based off of an old American folk song that dates all the way back to the 1800s. It tells the story of someone traveling from town to town, trying out different jobs and experiences along the way. Each time they decide it's not quite right for them, and they keep moving on, heading towards Boston. As you listen, you hear how the music changed to reflect that journey. There are playful and energetic sections that show excitement and adventure, along with movements that make you feel thoughtful, like a traveler is deciding what to do next. We hope you enjoy our performance of Going to Boston.
play the viola. Our next piece is Slavic Celebration by Bill Kohlheim. This piece is inspired by the lively and expressive folk music of Eastern Europe. Slavic music often features strong rhythms, bold accents, and exciting contrasts and dynamics, which help create a feeling of energy and celebration. As you listen, you might notice fast, dance-like sections along with moments that are more dramatic and powerful. These changes help tell a musical story and keep the music engaging from beginning to end.
play the violin. Our last piece for you tonight is African Adventure by Robert Sharp. This piece is inspired by the rhythms and energy of African music. Throughout the piece, you'll hear exciting rhythmic patterns, strong beats, and layered parts that work together to create a sense of movement and adventure. As you listen, imagine traveling across wide landscapes, hearing drums in the distance, and experiencing the energy of a musical journey. The different sections of the orchestra each have a chance to contribute to that story. Thank you for coming to our final spring concert this year. We have had such great fun making music together this year and can't wait to continue next year. Please enjoy our performance of African Adventure.
Hello, my name is Ethan and I play the violin. Thank you for coming to our concert this, and for our 8th graders, it is the last concert of our middle school years. I hope you enjoy the theme of music from around the world. Many Romanian folk melodies are expressive and often tell stories of love, nature, and village life. Romanian folk dance is based on the folk song Since Before I Left, which expresses a deep love that has lasted for a very long time between two people. By using long, smooth bowing and contrasting dynamics, we hope to portray a lyrical and emotional style of the song. This piece uses a scale commonly found in European and Middle Eastern music. It is called the Arabic scale. The notes of this scale make the finger pattern on our instrument quite challenging to play. As a result, the violins work on shifting to third position to avoid string crossings to achieve a smoother connection between notes. Please enjoy Romanian folk dance.
Hello. Don't mind the eye patch, it's not part of the outfit at eye surgery a few weeks ago. But what is part of the outfit, so about 10 years ago, it's the week of Thanksgiving, and I went to Giant Eagle, right? Week before Thanksgiving. And my phone rings in the car and I answer it, and it's a musician friend of mine and a former grad school professor that I had. And he says, hey Kim, he's like, I have this music director that called me up, and their first clarinet player can't go with this German poker band on their trip to Germany. They're willing to pay half your trip if you will join this polka band. I said, you want me to join a polka band? I felt like I was joining the circus. Kind of the same thing. And I said yes. So I went on tour about 10 years ago in Germany, and I went to actually play at the Hofbrauhaus in Munich. So it was one of the coolest gigs ever. And when I was in Munich, I actually bought this dirndl, which is a little bit more formal than the ones you will see at Oktoberfest. But why am I telling you this story? Is because when you learn to play an instrument, it can take you literally anywhere in the world. And what's so cool about this polka band that I joined, that I thought I was just going to do this one gig, be like, thanks for the vacation, peace out. I ended up making a lot of new friends, meeting new people, and I was in that band, and even directed it. I was in that band for 3 years. And school life is just a little too busy right now for me to be doing polka gigs, but I plan on rejoining. But most of the people in that polka band, they weren't music majors. They were people like our students who played through high school, and then, maybe they put their instrument down for a while, got married, had kids, came back, or retired. And that's what's so cool about what you all are doing, is you are learning an instrument, and you are learning a skill that you can take with you for the rest of your life. Even if it has to have a pause, you can always bring it back out, and I will tell you, your instrument can take you places that you would never expect that you thought you would go in your life. So, keep playing, and that's what we're about to do right now. I'm going to have Mia Wolf tell you about our next piece, Kalinka.
Hello, my name is Mia, and I play the cello. Kalinka was composed in 1860, and it is considered to be one of the most famous Russian folk songs. A kalinka is a bush called the snowball tree, and it has red berries. It symbolizes the beauty and joy of love. Written in the style of a traditional Russian bottle dance, this folk song starts slow and gets faster, faster, and faster. There are also sudden tempo changes within the piece, making it very challenging to play. Enjoy Kalinka as we execute the tempo changes perfectly, because we will be watching Miss Taylor's baton the whole time. We promise.
I play the viola. Donegal fiddle features two of the most famous high-energy reels in Ireland, the Boys of Malin and the Gravel Walks. Both tunes originate from its Donegal country in rugged northwest Ireland, a region famous for its Gaelic harp and fiddle style that is faster and more aggressive than anywhere else in the country. The set begins with the Boys of Malin, named after Malin Head, the absolute northernmost point of Ireland. Listen to the drone notes in the cellos and basses. These are designed to mimic the sound of bagpipes. We will then transition to the Gravel Walks, a four-part reel that is considered a test piece for any master fiddler challenging for a player's endurance and technical mastery. After all, the goal of a reel was to keep the dancers on the floor until the sun came up. In the spirit of the true Irish session, these tunes are played with relentless energy. The middle will feature a small group of students jamming together before the rest of the orchestra joins in for the big finish. Enjoy Donegal Fiddles.
play the cello. As our time here at Strongsville Middle School comes to an end, it provides us with an opportunity to reflect on our time here and our musical journey in orchestra. From when we first learned how to hold our instruments and play our open strings, to now being able to play harder music, we realize just how much project we have made in 4 short years. But an orchestra is not just about what we learn, but who we learn with. We get to meet new people, form new friendships, and deepen existing ones. Whether it's walking in the homecoming parade, dressing up in silly costumes for the fall concert, playing holiday music or electric instruments, attending movie night or laser tag, there's always something fun to work towards in orchestra. In orchestra, everyone has a place, everyone tries their best, and everyone helps. We trust and depend on each other every day, and not just because that is what we are expected to do, but because that is who we have chosen to be. Thank you to our parents and teachers who have supported our music and continue to encourage us. We hope we have made you proud and that our performances have inspired the younger orchestras to continue to learn and grow. Together, we are all a part of the excellence and the legacy that is the Strongsville City Schools Orchestra program. Please enjoy our final song, Beth Hoven's Ode to Joy.
screen up so we can take our traditional 8th grade last concert selfie. So give me one moment. Cameras out. Okay, selfie smile. Rotate. Okay, don't go anywhere. Wait, you have your camera. Let me have my orchestra mama moment. Stand up for one more time. All right, thanks everyone for coming to our concert tonight. Have a great summer. Make sure you sign up for Summer Orchestra. It's going to be super fun. And 8th grade, you'll be off to the high school. And have a great summer. Keep practicing.
Good afternoon, my name is Talina and I play the violin. Welcome to the SMS Spring Orchestra Concert. We are only half of the amazing 6th grade orchestra and we are excited to share some music with you tonight. Our first piece is Fiddles on Fire by Mark Lewis. This exciting song is full of energy, lively lyrics, and spirited melodies that make the music feel like a celebration coming to life. Inspired by traditional fiddle style playing, the piece captures excitement and movement often found in folk music from around the world. As you listen, imagine bright lights dancing and excitement spreading through the music. We hope this performance starts our concert with energy and enthusiasm. Music for Fiddles on Fire.
called Sahara Crossing. While learning this song, we worked hard in our bow directions, slurs, and smooth playing as an orchestra. This piece is meant to capture the feeling of traveling through the hot, dry desert with exciting rhythms and flowing melodies that bring the adventure to life. As you listen, imagine the warm desert sun, blowing sand, and a long journey across the Sahara. Now sit back, relax, and enjoy Sahara Crossing.
Thank you so much. My name is Mrs. Rogers. I teach 5th and 6th grade orchestra. On the stage, you see 3 different classes, and they all meet separately, and we had about 2 or 3 rehearsals where all 3 of these kids came together. There's about 120 musicians on this stage, and that's tough to play with that many people, and they're doing an awesome job listening to each other and adjusting and watching the conductor when they practice together as 3 separate classes with 3 different teachers. So they are doing an awesome job, and we're really proud of them. Thank you so much for being here. I know May is such a busy season, but we really appreciate you being here to celebrate these musicians and all of their hard work. They've improved so much, even from just March, when you guys saw them at the All-City concert, and just doing an awesome job. Before we perform our last piece, I just wanted to remind parents that we have summer orchestra. This year we will combine the 6th grade orchestra with the 7th grade orchestra at summer orchestra camp, and it'll be taught by myself and Mr. Heyer. So if the students are interested in auditioning for chamber strings next year or symphony orchestra when they get to high school, this is a great way for them to prepare for both of those things over the summer. And we're very flexible with schedules. If you have any conflicts with swim or baseball and you need to leave early or come late, we're very understanding with that. So we hope that you can join us for summer orchestra. Without further ado, I'm going to pass the microphone off to our last student to introduce the piece to you.
Hi, my name is Wesley and I play the viola. Our final piece is called Viking by Susan Newbold. This song is inspired by the music and culture of Scandinavia, the region in northern Europe where the Vikings came from many years ago. Viking is filled with fast-paced melodies and exciting musical sounds that create a feeling of energy and adventure. The strong rhythms and lively tempo will make the music memorable and bring the excitement of the piece to life. As you listen, imagine the power and determination of Viking explorers setting out on a journey across the sea. Thank you for joining us tonight and we wish you a happy and safe summer. Please enjoy our final song, Viking.
Hi, my name is Akash and I play the violin. Welcome to the SMS Spring Orchestra concert. We're only half of the amazing 7th grade orchestra here at SMS. We're so excited to share some music with you tonight. Our first piece this evening is Going to Boston, arranged by Terry Lane. This piece is based on an old American folk song that dates all the way back to the 1800s. It tells the story of someone traveling from town to town, trying out different jobs and experiences along the way. Each time they decide it's not quite right for them, and they keep moving on, heading towards Boston. As you listen, you'll hear how the music changes to reflect that journey. There are playful and energetic sections that show excitement and adventure, along with moments that feel a little less thoughtful, like the travelers deciding what to do next. We hope you enjoy the performance to Going to Boston.
Hi, my name is Riley, and I play the violin. Our next piece is Pacific Celebration by Dale Allham. This piece is inspired by the lively and special folk music of Eastern Europe. Slavic music often features strong rhythm, bold accents, and exciting contrasts and good value accents, which help create a feeling of energy and celebration. As you listen, you might notice fast, dance-like sections along with moments that are more dramatic and powerful. These changes help tell a musical story and keep the music engaging from the beginning to the end. We hope you enjoy our performance of Slavic Celebration.
Adventure by Robert Schuller. This piece is inspired by the rhythms and the energy of African music. Throughout the piece, you'll hear exciting rhythmic patterns, strong beats, and layered parts that work together to create a sense of movement and adventure. As you listen, imagine traveling across wide landscapes, hearing drums in the distance, and experiencing the energy of a musical journey. The different sections of the orchestra each have a chance to contribute to that story. Thank you for coming to our final spring concert this year. We've had such a fun time making music together this year and can't wait to continue next year. Please enjoy our performance of African Adventure. Good evening. My name is Dominic and I play the violin. We are the SMS Chamber Strings Ensemble and Audition 7th and 8th grade string orchestra. Before we perform, we would like to recognize the hard work and dedication of our Chamber Strings members this year. These students have spent months preparing for performances and contests, including waking up at 7 a.m. in the morning twice a week for rehearsal before school. Our committee and teamwork helped us earn 2 superior ratings at recent orchestra contests, which is an incredible accomplishment. We would also like to give a special thanks to our 8th grade chamber string members. Your leadership, dedication, and positivity example have meant so much to this group, and you will be
dearly miss next year. Please stand to be recognized at this time. Our first piece this evening is Circle of Rhythm by Richard Barnes. This energetic piece is inspired by rhythmic music from culture around the world. Throughout the song, you'll hear repeating patterns, strong beats, and exciting musical layers that come together to create a powerful sense of movement and unity. As you listen, imagine people gathering together through music, dance, and celebration. The steady pulse of the rhythm helps drive the music forward and makes the piece both exciting and memorable. We hope you enjoy our performance of Circle of Rhythm.
Hi, my name is Joey, and I play the violin. Danza Española is a flamenco-style Spanish rhythm. Crisp 16th note combinations, heel stomping accents, and syncopations are heard right from the start. There is a slower legato section in the middle that starts to intensify with underlying tremolo in the upper string. This leads to a pizzicato section while the basses imitate castanets through hand clap. The piece gradually increases in speed and intensity right up until its fiery conclusion. We hope you enjoy Danza Española.
on the cello. This piece is based on a traditional folk song collected to the old legend of Hamlet, a character from Scottish folklore. The music reflects the excitement and mystery of the story through energetic rhythms, long melodies, and dramatic changes in dynamics. As you listen, you may hear sounds that remind you of traditional Celtic music, with lively dancer sections and strong rhythmic energy. The piece captures the spirit of Scotland and brings the feeling of exciting musical adventure to the stage. Thank you for coming to our concert, and we wish you a happy and safe summer vacation. Please enjoy our final piece, Sam.